most common. Work backwards from that. So this is, and there's a sheet in your packet. I think it's it's page 18, where I kind of totaled all these up. So this is the most plentiful um, sign that you'll see out there on the street. It's an imperative sign. It says pay meter, or download the Park mobile app where we see about 30% of our payments, and it has a zone number. Establish those zone numbers just so everybody remembers, so that if we at some point in the future decide to charge different rates in different geographic areas, we already have those zones established. So we have 267 of these, and on that page 18 I just did a little averaging. So if we have 1172 paid parking stalls, we have one of these for every, let's call it four and a half parking stalls. Generally speaking, the industry standard is you're supposed to be 1 to 5 or better. So we're under that, but that doesn't mean that every 100-yard stretch couldn't use another one. You know what I mean? Okay. The next one we have is the entering pay-by-plate zones. Oh, we're not going to go in order, are we? Entering pay-by-plate zone signs. We tried to put these up on the boundaries as you're coming into the pay-by-plate zones. So there's 10 of these sort of on the periphery. The big blue P signs next on the list. Oops. And these guys, now some of them have arrows, some of them don't. It just depends. What we tried to do with these was kind of mark the yellow brick road or the blue sign road to the nearest kiosk. So as you're looking around, it's easier when you're on the sidewalk to see what's going on, but these kind of direct you toward the nearest kiosk. And they're always accompanied by one of these above or below, because I don't pee on its own. And there are 86 of those. So then the other things we have going for us, and I don't have a pay here sticker because people peel them off and we use them quickly. But these are on all three sides of the actual kiosk. We have the blue P, and then there's a pay here. It's probably about 18 inches, so it gets you to about here on all three sides. And then the fourth side of the kiosk, of course, is the touch screen where you get all the hours and the information, all that good stuff. Then we have about, and so I said 150 signs like that because they're on the three sides and we have 50 kiosks. So then we have the pay meter lot signs. These look a little different depending on what line you're going into. I just brought this one as an example. So anytime we're going into a lot, lot I, pay here, pay parking lot, they all look a little different depending on the vintage, but this is a newer one. Okay, so then I took a subtotal there, and I said, because all those signs, those different five types of signs are all sort of reinforcing or enforcing or notifying the customer that this is where you pay, you have to pay, it's paid. So if we look at all the paid signs, we're at about 2.25 signs per stall. 524 signs, 1,172 paid parking stalls. Then in addition to that, we have what we call our specialty signs. You'll recognize these from back when we had stall numbers on every stall. So where we still have a specialty parking stall, whether it's motorcycle, compact, handicap, we even have a couple of those 30-minute stalls that we've established over by the library. We left these in place, and when applicable, we put a sticker over top of the old number where it says pay by plate. So those are kind of paid signs too, but they're definitely not in front of every stall. So 111 of those. Of course, the handicap ones don't say pay by plate; they're just blank because we don't charge for handicap parking. Then we have other, and this isn't really germane to the conversation, but we have about 52 other parking signs. Things like backing into stalls are prohibited, no overnight parking, public parking. We have a bunch of signs that say public parking and direct somebody to a lot. We also have all the signs down in the in lot F, the boat launch lot. Those are, we classify those as other. Where they say empty boat trailer, that kind of a thing. So another 52 of those, 163 between the specialty signs and the other signs, for a total of 687 parking signs. That doesn't include no parking signs, nor any of the wayfinding signs that direct people to different lots on the street. So I am open to more signs. I'm open to ideas if there are other types of signs that we think would better reflect our ordinances and what we're trying to do. But I'll.
All right, Joey, you look like you want to ask something.
Well, Alderman Dunn, do you have questions first?
Well, I think we're going to continue this anyway, but then I'm going to pay a little more attention to. It seems to me that a lot of these signs I haven't seen. I've seen the sign with the P, and a lot of people may not understand what that means. And I can't say I've necessarily. They're so big that if you have the littler thing about paying at the kiosk under it, I probably don't even notice it. Then I don't have to because I've got a sticker. But it just, and I don't know how many people were turning off by that. I don't have a business downtown, so actually, if it's adequate and we're getting enough revenue and everything, but at the same time, one thing you could do to just or tell how effective our signs is to drive through town and see how many people are backed into parking stalls. There's a flat out violation, and obviously they're not reading or finding those signs. So, but anyway, I'm thinking it's not adequate, but maybe, if we're not getting too many complaints, a lot of people, they just get a ticket and maybe they were there too long and they didn't check their phone or whatever to see that they're running out, and they were mad, so they're sounding off about our inadequate signage. But something we've got to keep our eye on, because we don't want to turn away too many customers because of something like that.
I'd agree 100%. So I guess if you'd permit me to just encourage y'all as you are out and about, if you see a stretch that you think, oh boy, we could probably use another one here, just shoot me a line, and
Okay.
then we'll shoot Neil a line and tell him, hey Neil, we need a new pole, and then we'll get the sign up.
Oh, do you get a lot of complaints yourself about that sort of thing? Or?
Some, yeah. I mean, so the way that I receive complaints generally is through the appeal process. And so most of our ticket appeals, the lion's share of them are people who, I paid for parking, but I made a mistake when I was keying in my license plate, or I have multiple vehicles associated with my Park Mobile account, and I forgot I was driving my husband's car or my wife's car, and I picked the wrong one, and I didn't pay for the right license plate. Now I got a ticket. That's a lot of what we see. Above and beyond that, I forgot to hang my handicap placard as a popular one, but somewhere on the list is I didn't know I had to pay for parking. We do hear that. So, yeah.
There, Joe.
I do have a question as follow-up. The specialty signs, like backing into stalls, a meter department is authorized to write out tickets for that kind of ordinance violation?
Backed into stalls, we will write on a forward angled stall. I guess we would write one on a parallel stall too if somebody were parked on the wrong side of the street.
How about over the line?
Over line, yep.
So you guys are authorized by ordinance?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, this is sort of my